Politicking as usual, episode 19. Fats 215 in the building.
This your boy Buck Chair. Follow me BUCK_CHEA. Politicking as usual. Who we got in the building today?
Introduce yourself, player. What's going on?
This your man Tom Chier. It's like, no, this Tom, y'all.
All right, man. This is a different episode. Last time we had Tom on here, the first time we had Tom on here by himself, he was supporting his what did he have? His venue, the Buy Back the Block 215. And so now we got him in here. We want to get a little more focused on real estate and talk to the people and tell them what steps he took into joining the real estate field, how he quit his job and stuff like that. So, but once again, make sure July 29th, make sure y'all at Volaire Fashion Show, the No Fear, No Hate Fashion Show at Fisher Park, located at 571 Spencer Street, Philadelphia, PA, 19120. Red carpet starts at 4 p.m., hosted by Wallow267. So you can get your tickets at eventbrite.com/Volaire Fashion Show, man. Tickets are going fast, so make sure you guys go to eventbrite.com/Volaire Fashion Show and get your tickets for the Volaire Fashion Show, No Fear, No Hate.
They going fast, man.
Yeah, make sure y'all get them, John. So, all right, man. So, Tom, how did you start this journey in the real estate? Like, we know you said before that you've been studying, but like, what made you really, really want to pursue real estate?
I just was. I mean, to be honest, I just was sitting around one day, like thinking about, like I said before, I think a couple months ago, like everybody had a talent. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a talent. I want something I'm good at.
Right.
So I'm saying, I looked at what was going on, watching HGTV. I'm like, damn, I could do this. So from there, I just kind of picked up a book, purchased the book, and just started reading that joint. I'm like, all right, this don't seem too hard.
Right.
And then from there, I just started kind of applying it. My first step was really just changing my Instagram name. Like,
right.
I mean, that's why I made it Real Estate Bully. I just kind of wanted to have that mind frame that I can do this, you know what I'm saying, take over it, kind of build the pedestal before I put myself on it and start grinding towards it.
That's what's up. So talk about some pros and cons of the real estate game, because you look at people on Instagram that that's in the real estate field, like they only put up the highlights, the good parts, like they don't put the bad things, the runarounds that you get with different people. You know what I mean? So talk a little bit about that.
All right. So from my perspective, from wholesaling, the good part is really, like, when people say zero money, zero credit.
Yeah,
bro, I'm not spending no money. Like, I'm literally, if you got a printer, you can make printer, a laptop, and a car. You don't even really need a will, because if you really want it, you can put some sneaks on and go out and get it.
Yeah.
But that's it. I'm literally signing my signature with myself and a seller, and then once I got that signature, I send it to my buyer list, people that I know that want to buy cribs. I send it to them. They see it. If they want it, I sign another contract saying that they're going to purchase it.
Right.
And I get a check. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's the least amount, a check is going to be like $3,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
After that, there's no telling what else it'll be. Now, that's the pros. Like, the bread is really easy money. The cons is everything you got to do in between it. Like, all the time you spend trying to find a crib, and all the marketing material.
It's a lot of leg work. Like, that's what people understand. It's a lot of leg work going behind that. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And then, you get the crib. You might have somebody, like, say, I want to sell my house. Come on Wednesday. You come on Wednesday. You calling them. They ain't answering.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You might get a price. They say, all right, $40,000. Next week they want $60,000. You might get the property. Like, it happened to me. I got a property in Winfield, 2 blocks from City Line Avenue. I had under contract for $125,000. The crib's over there going for like $400,000. So I was trying to make $50,000 off this joint, right? Crib was big as shit. Needed a lot of work, but I left $200 on the table I left like $125 on the table for a investor to make off of it. Everybody that saw it, in my mind, I'm about to make quick $50,000. Everybody that saw it was like so big, they didn't want to deal with it. So my contract ran out. I made $0.
So
how much did you put into it?
Nothing. I mean, other than my time and gas, that's it. I mean, like, I went there, took some pictures, sent to people that wanted to buy it, put it on Craigslist or whatever. People start calling me saying, I want to see it. So they came to see it, all right, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm like, man, what's up? You want it? That's a little more of a project I want to do, because they would have literally been in there for like 3-4 months to fix it up. Like I said, they would have made over $100,000, but A lot of investors want to tie their money up like that,
Putting the work into it.
putting the work. And then on top of that, another thing you got in the middle is the title companies. Like right now, I got a crib. I'm supposed to close. I was supposed to close on June 8th. Here we are in July. What's the 9th?
Yeah.
Still ain't closed because I'm waiting on a document from another company. I got another crib I'm supposed to close on. The guy ain't paid his water bill, so now you gotta go to the city and see how much you owe on the water bill because he got to pay that. Now you gotta wait for the city, and the city is slow. So that's the cons of it, the wait. But
It seems like it's a lot of stuff that can happen in between the time
yeah,
when you
you know what
selling
I'm
the
saying.
house.
Then like the one I supposed to close on June 8th, my contract ran out with that. So it's like basically now I gotta go to that same homeowner and say, listen, I know I told you June 8th, but it's gonna take a little longer. Let's sign for June 28th.
Yeah, that was
Right.
that was leading like one of my questions. Like I know like usually when they do contracts they put 30 days,
Yeah.
30 days to sell the house.
Right.
So like, do you have like different contract flaws inside the contract to let them know like when things like that happen when you can't close the deal on that specific date?
No, I mean I basically just go to him and tell him what's the situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like the one that me and you went to, the 3-story
Yeah.
dorm,
Yeah.
like basically my problem with that one right now is it hasn't been a water meter connected to the house in years. So they're not getting the accurate water they basically getting an estimate, they're not getting the actual reading off of it. So now I had to call the water company. I got to have them come out and install a water meter on Tuesday, and then I got to wait for another cycle to go through for them to actually see how much is owed on there. So I'm supposed to close on this on July 14th. That's not going to happen.
So with that, did you have to put money into that?
I paid for the title search, which I usually don't do. However, the money I'm getting off this joint is like, I don't
Worth
care.
it.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
worth it, right.
So like even with this meter that's about to get put on, it's gonna cost $160. That's nothing. Like
That's peanuts compared to the
compared to
closing
what I'm
deal
about,
is. Yeah.
So what I'm about to get is I don't care. Like, I pay that $160. I'm about to get 20 times that off this joint. So you can have the 160.
So going into wholesaling, like you said before, you really don't need no money, no credit. The only money you may need is for your gas and for your direct mail. So
Yeah.
explain to the listeners what that process is as far as direct mail and how much that can cost up to, or how like it really, from what I was taught, that direct mail, the amount of money you spend on direct mail depends on how many deals you want to get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So basically, with the direct mail, a lot of people do it differently. Like me, I like to send letters. Some people send postcards. Some people put up the bandit signs. Or I mean that's not.
It's all on
direct
your
mail.
preference.
It's basically how you want to do it. Like yesterday, I spent my yesterday morning knocking on people's front doors. Like, what's up? Like,
You're right.
I
You
want
right
your
at they
house.
neck.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
yeah.
it's Saturday. I know you're not at work. What's going on? Like your
Hit
house.
them early in the morning.
Yeah, like it's like 11 o'clock. I'm out there. Like my mom, you working on the grill today? No, it's not happening.
Trying to get
You
this
know what I'm
money,
saying?
man.
But a lot of people like they write. Some people personally write their letters out. I can't write mine. I'm literally finding whenever I go out and drive. If you see a video on Instagram, I'm finding nothing less than 500 cribs. So that's 500 cribs I'm sending letters. Out of those 500, I might only get 2 phone calls back though. Like,
But that's how it is. That's not gonna stop you though.
no, not
That's
at
what
all.
people don't understand. Like they only see the shining part of it. They don't understand that like you may send out 900 letters and only 3 people may call you. Like they don't
Yeah.
understand. Like that's a lot of legwork for only 3 phone calls.
Right.
You get
And
what I'm saying?
I go out every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday and drive. So that's let's say each of I get 500 off of that. First of all, if I guess 1,500 cribs, that's 1,500 cribs I gotta look up.
Right.
I'm talking about find out who the owner is, find out if they owe taxes, find out if they either live in that house or they live somewhere else. 1,500 cribs, dog, that shit takes so long.
And all this information you use to find this is free. Like, talk about
it's
that.
all, so basically, it's all public records. You can
Yeah.
go on phila.gov and find it. Go to property search, put the address in. You're going to see the homeowner name, forwarding address, the square footage, if it's 2-story, 3-story, how much they paid for it.
So you do all this before you go to the crib.
Like, you gotta find the
Yeah,
crib
so
first.
basically, like say I drive past your crib, it's like 2217 Buck Street. I'm gonna type that in there. All right, this 22 Jamal Cox live there. All right, I'm gonna check his taxes. Damn, he owes 17,000 in back taxes. He not paying that. Either the city gonna take it, or I'm gonna get it. Now if the city take it, he gonna get $0. That's why I'm coming to people like, listen, your house about to go for sheriff's sale. let me buy it from you. Now, right now, the ball is in my court because I could say, I'm giving you 30,000. You can't tell me no because in 2 months the city's gonna take it from
nothing.
you. You
Right.
get zero.
Right.
So that's how I'm playing right now.
And that's what they would like to call motivated sellers, right?
Yeah.
So you only
Motivated
go at like the gist of wholesaling. You only go after clients like that. You get what I'm saying? Like people, like a lot of people. I tried to explain it to them. They didn't understand. Like, why would I just sell you for that little bit of money when they can do it themselves? Like, or it's like it got it. They have to have a reason to want to sell their house.
Another reason is basically like, say if I'm saying you want to sell your house and you listen with a realtor, that realtor is gonna get a percentage of what you're getting paid. So if you're getting paid 20,000, the realtor is getting 6% of that of your 20,000. My way of doing it, if I say 20,000, you're going to get 20,000 unless you owe something on there.
Right.
If you owe taxes, water, gas, whatever, you owe that, not me. That's coming out your money. But I still try to make it a win-win for everybody. Like the 3-story joint, I offer old head $53,500. It's a 3-story crib. The house is in the area itself for $150. Right? He owes some water bills, so he gonna walk away with at least $40,000. He already got another house. He chilling in. He's disabled. He getting a check from that. That's just $40,000
he don't
extra
really
in his
care
pocket.
about it. Yeah.
He's happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna make a nice little check off of it.
Right.
The person that's purchasing it, she gonna fix it up.
And gonna make a
And
nice
she gonna
little.
make a nice check. It's a
Right.
3-story crib. She gonna turn it into a tribe. She gonna make
You
it
can
into
do a lot with a
triplex.
3-story crib.
Yeah, or she might leave it as a duplex and then make what, $4,000 off of it. A
Depending
month?
on how she want to do it.
Yeah.
How they want to do it.
That's ill. So, like when you come, like you said, you offered them 53,000. Explain to the listeners like how you come up with that math to make an offer for a house.
So basically, what I do is I'll take what the house in the area is selling for. I'll keep in mind the closing costs and all that. That the end buyer, not for the person, that the end buyer got to pay. Then I'll see how much damage is to the property, how much it's gonna cost to fix it up. So let's say most cribs anywhere between 30 to no telling, 30, 60,000, whatever. So basically, I take that 150 minus the 60,000 minus the closing fees, and then I get a number. So it's like basically, let's say my number is $80,000. I need to get that property at $80,000 or less.
Right.
The less I get it for, the more money in my pocket.
Right.
So let's say I get it for 50, I'm put it back out there for 80, right?
Yeah.
That's my profit. What's in between is my profit.
Right. Okay.
So that 30,000 is my profit.
Right.
Now the end buyer might come there. Like, I mean, it's all a hustle. So they might come there.
Why are you making this? And
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't really know what I'm making until afterwards. But it's like the 80. They like,
Can I get it for 70?
I'll give you 65. I need 70.
Yeah. Right.
That's we basically go back and forth. 67. All right, bet. I take 67 because it's all a profit for me.
Now, is it a way to close the deal without the end buyer knowing how much you receive?
Yeah, but that's when you basically gotta do a double closing.
Right.
So basically you gotta pay closing fees twice. My whole thing
Is it worth it though, or is it like?
it depends how much you're making. Like on that one I was gonna make $50,000 off of, I would have did a double close because they would have been like, damn,
Yeah,
I'm paying
right.
$50,000. I'd have double closed that joint. But some like the only way is 2 ways to double
So what's the
close.
process of double closing?
Basically, I would have. So let's say that so I had that property at 125. I would have to pay them 125,000, put it in my name, and then Fats would come in to the office an hour later and buy it from me for 150. So basically, I'm paying closing costs twice that day. Now, some places will do transactional costs. Like I ain't have fucking 125,000.
Right.
But some places will basically lend me that 125, and then once I close with Fats, I give them that 125 back plus like 5,000. So it's like that's just call it a transactional fee.
Right.
I'm saying they limit because they know they coming. They gonna basically
Cause they know they getting
they
it
get
right
their
back.
money back in less than an hour.
Right.
Like, so I'm
Which
saying,
makes sense.
And they made $5,000.
So I remember at one point you was telling me you was studying to become a licensed real estate agent. So like, are you still pursuing that, or you focus more on wholesaling? And what's the like? Which one would you rather do? Would you rather be a licensed agent or continue wholesaling?
Well, the agent is kind of on the back burner right now, only because it kind of hinder what I'm trying to do right now.
Right.
Thinking about going back for it when the fall come. I don't know why, but what it's about the fall? Maybe because how long it been, but. When the fall come, I'm smarter. Like I can sit down and work. Right now it's hot. All I want to do is run the streets and
Too
find
many
cribs.
sundresses.
I ain't looking at sundresses. I'll be looking at these cribs.
No
I'm saying,
panties.
Damn, this
you
roof,
know,
this roof
you know these
fucked
girls
up.
ain't wearing no panties. And
Look
shit.
at shit, look.
You know they ain't, man.
Right.
I mean, nah, man. They shut up.
But nah, man. So basically, that's on the back burner right now. I'm gonna keep wholesaling. But it makes sense for me to get my license,
Right.
because I did come across a few cribs where I can't wholesale them because the person might owe 70,000 on their mortgage,
Right.
and I was like, damn, if I was a realtor, I could have just put it on the market, listed it, and made money that way.
Make a couple dollars off it still.
Then also what the wholesaling game is, a lot of these end buyers they buyers. Once they fix it up, they need to put the house back on the market. Now I can wholesale them the crib, have them fix it, and then after they fix it,
And
I can
list
put it
it.
on the market.
Right. That's
So
a
I can
win-win.
make money all around the board. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's definitely crazy. Well, like I was talking to somebody and they were telling me that wholesaling is just a way to like get your foot in the door. Like
Right.
some people make a career out of it, but it's just like wholesaling is just to get a couple of dollars under your belt.
Yeah, so basically, you take your wholesaling money, and eventually you want to stop wholesaling, and you
Investment
want to
property,
buy
yeah,
a
flip.
property
Mhm.
and fix it and flip it. You know what I'm saying? The best part about being a wholesaler is you know how to find them cheap houses. A lot of these investors, they got money, they don't know how to find houses. That's why where we come
That's
in
where
at.
you come in.
Right. So now you find a cheap crib. I got a crib. I just purchased. I paid $4,000 for it. This is a house. When I fix it up, it's gonna sell for $170.
Mm.
It need like.
But you gotta put in a whole bunch of work.
It need
to
like
do-
$50,000-$60,000 for work.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna
But
sell it
that's-
for $170.
So
Like,
you're gonna come up in
my
the
profit
long
gonna
run.
be
now.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I did is I bought it. She owes some taxes and water. I'm gonna go to the city, get all that penalties and fees knocked off. So I'll be all in like 40,000, right? And then I fix it up for like another 50,000-60,000 to go sell it for 170. Walk away with my profit.
Mm.
I got another crib I'm seeing tomorrow. It's a foreclosed property. Basically, they ain't paid their mortgage. They got kicked out. They want 30,000 for it. There's nothing really wrong with the crib. So I'm gonna go get my own mortgage on it. My mortgage might be $400 or $500 a month, if that, maybe $2. But I'm gonna Section 8 that joint for like $1,100-$1,200.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just went to the Section 8 meet. I'm just waiting for them to call me back, let me know to come in, so now I can get a Section 8 approved. That's just easy money coming in, and it's right down the street from the house I just bought. Like they literally walking distance. I can see it. I can see it.
All right.
So I'm winning.
So are you trying to stick to like one area?
No, I mean
Or
basically
like,
it's around my way. So this what I'm comfortable with. This what I know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sticking with that. And Uptown not too bad of an area.
Right.
Like when you go to the Section 8 meeting, they'll give you a map of the city, and the green areas are where it's popular at. Like that's where people want to live.
So what's some of the hot spots right now in Philly that's getting ready to be, I guess you could say gentrified if you want to say.
I'm not telling you.
He's talking about that.
that's too much right there. You digging too deep right now.
I need
Digging
that.
too deep for the
You know what I'm saying?
audience.
They gotta
I
man.
know
Yeah,
a
no,
few.
it's
I know a
like-
few. I know
like,
what
you
see.
Do your research. That's what we trying
I
to
know
say.
a few. I
Do
wanna see
your
what's
research.
still out.
Let them stick to South Philly, Brewery Town, and Fishtown. Y'all can have that.
They don't say they the main ones right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of people down there though. Every wholesaler's out there. One thing I can say though is this little melanin all up in the skin right here. It makes it easy because a lot of people got Joe Blow and this guy and that guy knocking on their door, and they like, who are you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm knocking on the door, they opening the door for me. He not Jehovah's Witness. I'm out there with ball shorts on.
Right.
He not Jehovah's Witness. Like I don't get dressed up. Like he got on ball shorts and the
Maybe
polo
this nigga
t-shirt.
lost. Hold on. What you want?
Yeah, like, hey, like who here for my daughter? Like, how you doing? Look, I'm trying, I'm trying to buy a house. You? Yeah. Like, you don't see my car? Like on my car, my car say I buy houses cash. Like,
Heavy promo.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and
On the car. On the car, man.
So I mean, I got some shirts made and shit. So I got some shirts made. My front, front got my logo on the back. It say everything. Listen, I buy houses cash. That's my phone number. Back taxes, no problem. Your
See,
water, gas, no problem.
and talk about that. So what you thinking about? What you think about putting that all in your car? Cause I was talking to some other people, and people was disagreeing with it, having it all in your car.
Listen.
And I was like, I agree with
Build
it.
your brand.
Listen, bro. So even when I got it, like, oh, you put a magnet on your car, it's gonna mess up the paint. Fuck that paint.
That's what I thought about at first. I'm like,
Man.
damn. I'm like, oh, wait. damn.
I ain't want those names out, but
No,
this
I'm
guy
like, oh.
right here.
I'm like, oh, I
next
wouldn't
to
did
me,
that on the
this guy-
Challenger though. I did it on the Challenger.
No,
This,
fuck
this
that
guy
paint,
fast
bro.
was
Listen.
disagreeing with it.
I would did it on the Challenger.
All right. I'm not. My stepfather told me chill. So my last deal I closed on last Thursday. I made $10,000. Right.
Mm.
I don't give a fuck about that paint.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna put like that 10,000 pay for that magnet. And I want somebody else to call me. I'm gonna make another 10, 20, whatever.
That's why I was
That's
trying to
when he
explain.
explained it to me. I thought about. It, I said, "Damn,
That
right."
Challenger that's not gonna be around for.
The traffic that's gonna come from and the phone calls that may come from people seeing that you fuck around 2, 3 more challenges. When I looked at it that way, I'm like, all right, maybe it's worth it. I'm thinking about right now, but I'm like, all right, maybe it was
like
worth
you
it.
building your brand.
Right.
Like
That's
you
a
gotta build your brand.
2010 Dodge Challenger. Fuck that car.
Right.
I didn't want that shit.
You gonna be in a Lamborghini in a little bit.
I'm gonna keep listening. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to flex real hard until I watched the finals and they had that little picture where everybody on the floor had them dick ass sneakers.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I got you. I swear I was going. When I got that check, I was going to King of Pressure. I was about to flap.
Shout out to 444 for making niggas rethink shit and revalue shit in their life.
Hey, no bullshit.
Great album, Ho.
Yeah.
But we talked about wholesaling. We talked about investment properties. What's some other ways you can make money in real estate?
Bro, it's so many different avenues of this shit. Like, you can either be a wholesaler, an investor. You can be the contractor, electrician, plumber, roofer, appraiser, realtor, broker. Is inspection is like it's so many different avenues.
Property manager,
property manager, everything. It's so many different ways to make bread in this, and it's crazy. Like I'm trying to get to the point where I make so much bread. People that's trying to come in the game, they come. I want to be a hard money lender. You know what I'm saying, like,
right.
I got millions.
Right.
Oh, how much you need? 30,000. Cool, huh? Bring me back 50.
Right.
I mean, 50 is a high number, but I'm just saying, like, I want to end up. That's my end goal. I'm basically chilling in a big house. I probably won't leave the hood. Like, I like where I'm at. You know what I'm saying, like, I feel like people. My car insurance costs too much to live in the hood. I gotta move somewhere else. I ain't trying to go too far though. You know what I'm saying? But basically, that's my end
Other
goal.
side of city line.
Yeah.
Had that bread. You know what I'm saying, and my money just making me money. Like, I mean, I would still keep buying houses and flipping them because it's just fun. Like, I've been in part of a few projects where I see it. I'll go there like once or twice a week, and I'm see, all right, man, they done tore everything out. Man, they got the plumbing going. Then they got the electrician going. Then they got HVAC on. Then they put the sheetrock up. They framed the sheetrock up. Then they putting the paint on. Then already, it only been like 3 weeks. Then now you know they got the bathroom going, the kitchen going, the flooring, the everything. Like, it'd be like a month and a half. The house be brand new. Everything brand new. It's back on the market.
See, I was with Tom a couple of weeks ago when he closed on the deal, and that shit was just like, it was so easy, bro. Like, it was just like, I'm like, there's no way he just made that amount of money that fast. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I was literally just sitting there on my phone in the house for like 10 minutes, and next thing you know, I see a handshake and a contract signed. I'm like, what the fuck did I just miss? Like, it was crazy how fast they did it. Like, and that was for me. That was like enough motivation to see, like, all right, now I gotta stop playing. You know, I gotta get on the ball and do. Cause we been talking about, you know, doing wholesaling, doing real estate like that. Tom Ben introduced me to it. I just never, you know, followed through with it. Got a lot of shit going on, but after seeing that, I said, "Oh, let me hit these books. Let me go grab some more books. Let me do some more reading."
See, and that take work. See, like, time at the point, you probably at the point now where you make it look easy.
Yeah.
Like,
you probably still learning through trial and error.
I'm learning every day. Like, I'm really learning every day. Like, and people still hit me up, and I'm like, some people hit me up, like, they want to do it. I be kind of like a little standoffish because I'm like, damn, I don't know everything. I don't want to fuck this shit up.
Right.
But I'm chilling right now. I know enough. You know what I'm saying, like y'all said, I quit my job. Like,
So, saying that, do you need more of a team?
I definitely need a team. The only person right now on my team is Millie. Millie hit me up. She said she want to do it. I gave Millie the game. Millie rode around with me. Millie like, man, I don't got no car. I said, put your sneakers on, dog.
Right.
Like, what you mean?
They should boots up.
You know what I'm saying?
So let's go. You gotta get this money in any type of way.
Millie went out. She found some cribs. She made her own letter. She made her own logo, all that. And she like, yo, Tom, like, what I gotta do? And Millie texts me all day, every day. I told her it don't matter what time, just hit me up.
Right.
So now Millie about to send her own letters. And once they come in, like, I got you, dog. Like, it ain't nothing. Like, you wanna let me go to the crib with you? I'll talk for you. Like, before when I started, I was shook to talk. So do the talking. She could sign off on it. I'm helping.
Did it take you a while for that?
To what?
To get adjusted, like the
Yeah,
talking.
bro. I used to be shook. My phone, like when I first listened to my phone was wrong. I was scared as shit. I didn't know what
That's
to
crazy. That's
say.
what everybody say though.
I talk about heart drop, like
Every
damn.
investor say that.
And then you like you go online, you find like little scripts and shit. So I got my little script. I'm stuttering. Hold on. All right, let's say this. All right. So I'm at the point now, like where you at? You there
Right.
now? I can come there. I get there. Like, fast with me. Can I take pictures? Take some pictures.
Good.
I'm gonna come back. Like either sometimes I will give them an offer right there.
Mm.
Some cribs I'm like I gotta think about, like the joint we went to on Collins Street.
Yeah.
Old head crib, and his like I'm seeing his mind, it looked good, but it don't like the crib across the street. You see the
Right.
crib
Yeah.
across the
That
street,
joint was.
like so in his mind, he's like
He
my
think he got
my
something.
house is good, but it's like no, bro, I still gotta tear everything out and put
Yeah.
everything brand new in. Like your floors, everything is cool, but the crib across the street going for 180. I would have to tear everything out to get to that 180.
You got to make it look like what across the street look
Yeah,
like. You know what I'm
if
saying?
not, I'm gonna have to sell his joint for like $120. I would have offered boy like 40,000 for his crib. I knew he wasn't gonna take it, so I didn't even call him back. And then when I did call him back, he bullshitted me. Like that's not you get the bullshit.
That's the cons of it.
Yeah, but I mean another thing. It's a lot of wholesalers out here. A lot of people team up. Like some people don't even look for deals. Like basically they let me find all the deals. When I put it out there, they call me, yo, I got a buyer for you.
Right.
You want to split the profit? No, motherfucker.
Right.
I'm gonna split my profit. You know what I'm saying?
You did all the work. You did all the
Yeah.
leg work.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the point now, I only deal with the guys supposed to be here. That's the only guys I will deal with. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I send it to them because I don't mind sharing with them.
Right.
Now, I'm not splitting it 50-50 because I do a lot for my crib. So we
Right.
do 60-40. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So because with them, basically I send it to them. Like I text my deal to them. They send it to their buyers. Their buyers, I want to see it. They ain't do shit but text somebody.
Right.
You're not getting 50%, bro. It was gas, marketing materials, letters. Ain't no way you getting 50%.
You put in the work for that.
Right.
Yeah. You get it's a lot of I don't know, man. It's a hustle. So like, man, you got snake people when you sell other stuff, and the snake people with this.
Whoa.
You just basically gotta just kind of stay true to yourself, stick down, believe in yourself. Cause it's a couple times I wanted to quit. Like, man, I ain't for this shit, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Like I seen you post a
I
year
don't
with
know
no
what I'm
deals,
talking
and then in
about.
2 months, you know what I mean?
Bro, listen, 2016, I was broke as shit.
Right.
I'm talking, bro. Listen, Mar would tell you, it's probably was the most embarrassing thing for him. Probably from January to now, I was not paying my rent. I was paying my rent a month late. I was paying February and March and like I was March, April.
Every month was behind.
Putting notices on the door and shit. I'm like, damn, this shit embarrassing. But I was using that, like y'all said, I never stayed in DC. I was coming here every week, and that shit was costing me. I was using my rent money to finance me coming here.
Right.
But it paid off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, do what you had to do.
That was
man.
I'm talking about hope and a prayer. Like, yo, I hope this shit pay off. Cause if not, I'm fucked.
The grinding. That's the grinding part that people don't understand that you gotta do with it. Like it's not gonna
Bro,
be handed to
listen,
you.
I
You
when I
gotta
said
work
I was
for it.
tired of driving back and forth, bro. I was getting off work I work from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Leave directly from work, drive straight to Philly, wake up Thursday, grind, Friday, grind, Saturday, grind, leave Saturday night. I got to the point where I started leaving Sunday morning. I had to be to work at 7 o'clock Sunday morning. I was leaving Philly like 4:30, 5 o'clock Sunday morning, drive straight to work.
Yeah.
Work them 12 hours, come home, and keep working. Like,
And after all them drives or all them late nights, it was all worth it once you got that first check from the title company.
yeah, and the crazy part when I got my first check is, like, my man AJ supposed to come here today. I met him on Instagram. Where we linked up, let's talk, blah, blah, blah. And I got a call from a crib. They want to sell. I'm in DC. I can't make it to like 3 days. He called me Monday. I'm like, I can't get it till Thursday. I call AJ like, listen, bro, I need you to get this crib under contract. Don't fuck me on this joint.
Right.
Like, don't try to get it signed and dip off. So AJ stayed true. We got that joint under contract. Showed it to a bunch of people, and somebody wanted it. I think we got under contract for 60. Put it out there for 80. Guy signed for 70. And me and AJ both walked away with $5,000. That's my first joint. I went crazy. Like, I got like my Snapchat.
Yeah, hella selfies with that check.
Heavy.
That's what
selfies.
you're supposed to do. Like I see a lot of business owners. They said when they make their first $100 bills, $100, whatever business they frame that $100 bill or whatever first amount of money they make with their business, they frame that money.
Bro,
like
I was so happy, yo. I'm talking about I got $5,000. I ain't do nothing. I was when everything was happening. I was still in DC, so AJ handled everything for me. he was signing everything, getting everything signed. Bro, I made $5 grand when I was asleep, basically. Like,
Right.
like,
That's love.
and then I
That's
came back and
love.
made some more, and then I got two. I'm waiting on these two. I'm waiting on. I might have to hit that Floyd fight.
Talk heavy.
I'm
Talk
about to
heavy.
be Frank Lucas out that joint.
I know shit. Every time I'm at work and I think about like how much I hate my job, I instantly just put on a real estate podcast.
But no, bro, that's what I'm
learn
saying.
more.
Like, that's why I say I quit, bro. My job was stressing me out, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm talking about, I hated that joint so much. Like, and the crazy part, I only stayed there so long because like my managers was black, they cool, but I hated that shit.
Yeah.
Like that shit. I'm chasing trains. You know what I'm saying? I got caught in the rain like the week before. Like, I just was hating that joint. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I honestly, I quit. When I quit, bro, I made that $5 grand check. In my savings, I had like 400. You know what I'm saying? But I went in there like, hey, my 2-week notice. They like, huh?
Yeah, I seen like
yeah, I'm done.
I don't know if you're familiar with Sean Terry, but Sean Terry is a real successful real estate investor that started his way through wholesaling. And I mean, he's like a multi-millionaire from starting off from wholesaling. He's still wholesale. So he got like a couple of properties where he flipping
some
all
deals
that.
deals come your way, you gotta wholesale.
He wholesale, but he's at the point now where he's wholesaling commercial properties.
Oh,
so
shit.
yeah, so he had like every deal he getting like
At
nah, he's
least-
talking about 5 to 10. He getting
At least
50,
yeah.
100,000 middleman and flipping it. That's his profit through
Yeah.
it. But he said he got a book out and it's 19 weeks. Quit your job in 19 weeks or less. So
Right.
that's the book I've been reading. And then he teaches you how steps he took and went about. He started out like he got a similar story to you. Like
Right.
he started out knocking on people's doors, driving for dollars, trying to figure out how he can get people to sell his house. Like he said he didn't know what he was talking about.
Right.
He just went out there and took a chance. He was tired of working people. He was tired of people telling him when he can go on vacation, when he can do this, when he can eat lunch and all that. And he just took a risk.
Bro, listen, I worked on Christmas, New Year's, my birthday,
like that shit get
everything.
old, man.
They wasn't trying to give me no love. Like, I'm trying to take off for 5 hours. They're like, no. What you mean, no?
Yeah.
Like, and I called out. I didn't care. I'm leaving anyway. I called out, but bro, like it's like even with you was knocking on the doors. I went knocked on somebody's door. They about to lose their house. They owe $17,000 in back taxes. Knocked on her door. I hear them. They didn't come.
Right.
I got home. I got an email. Thanks for waking my fucking kids up. No, you can't have the house.
All right,
Like,
cool. Let the city take it then.
yeah, all right, all
You
that.
go to Section 8,
and I
then.
wanted to reply some little smart petty shit back. All right, cool. I'll grab it at the sheriff's sub. I'm
Right.
like, you know what? Let me chill.
Thanks for doing business.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? I went and knocked on that damn door again yesterday. I need that joint.
Yeah.
That house up in that area. Yeah, them trips going for like 200. I need that. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't there. And she don't even own the house. The person that emailed me, her name not even on the joint. Like her mom or somebody.
So what, you love something, then that's when they...
Yeah, bro. I gotta leave. I leave like a little letter on the door, flyer or something. I just got a lot of marketing material made. I just got some flyers. I just got some posters. I got my magnets on my car. I got a little tear sheets. You know how you go on like restaurants and you see like even the numbers hanging.
Yeah.
I got 5,000 of those made, so they about to be everywhere. And I'm just on it, man. Like in the hood, out the hood, I'm just on it. A lot of people think that you just gotta find a house is falling apart. You don't. Like a lot of nice houses, people don't pay their mortgage or pay their taxes. They might be 40,000. I just went to a house in Roxborough, like past LA Fitness, big ass joint, nice lawn, and everything. They owe 34,000 in back taxes. The city taking that joint in August. I need that.
Right.
Let me get that. Don't let them snatch you out this joint. Let me get that. And guess what? You owe money. So basically, what the taxes? That's my starting point. I'm gonna make sure, and me just being me, I'm gonna make sure they be all right. So you owe 34,000. I'm gonna offer you 50,000 because that I know for a fact the city is snatching that 34,000.
Right.
But you gonna need some money to do something with. So I basically get them enough money to.
So they leave what with like 15 somewhere?
Yeah,
in
so
that
At
range?
least something in their pocket instead of being
So
hung
either
up to
with
dry.
that 15, either go get an apartment or they can take that 15 and go put another down payment on a new home. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of places you gotta pay like 10% of whatever house you trying to buy, like 15. I mean, they can't get too crazy, but they can get something nice.
Yeah.
So, being with the way that things are set up in our culture right now, like, what's your take on being in $1 billion culture that only creates millionaires? Far as like you could take that from anywhere, from real estate to sports to whatever.
You mean like being in a billionaire coach for like, being black?
Yeah, like for like the NBA, look how many billionaire owners it is, but how many billionaires it is in what one, Mike?
Right.
That's it. Like, you know what I mean? But every owner damn near is a billionaire.
I think that should be like motivation. That shit motivation for me. Like my whole thing is, like, don't give up on yourself. Like you get what you put into it. You know what I'm saying? Like the way I go about this shit is like, all right, I say I want to be the best in real estate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to tell myself, like, I used to be sitting on the couch chilling, like, I mean, you're not gonna be the best chilling here. You can't just say you want to be the best and be the best. Like,
I put the work
Floyd ain't become the best by just saying it. Like, I'm saying LeBron ain't become that. Like, you got to go to the gym. So when I'm working and I'm saying I'm grinding, studying, in my head I'm like, all right, this is the gym. Like, this is what I call the gym. Like, I'm putting my work in. You know what I'm saying, push up, sit up, whatever you want to have, however you want to put it around your mind. Like, this the work you got to put in to get where you at.
Mm. Yeah,
like,
hustle determine your salary.
Yeah,
it's real shit.
Like, I'm saying, like, you know how you go in you know how you go in a Chinese store and a bunch of young boys outside, next a lot, times a lot.
Yeah.
I'm the same way with these cribs. Like,
It's
I buy houses. You trying to sell houses? Like, I'm saying, you can't walk past me and not know this is what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to get, when the winter come, I'm getting hoodies, sweatshirts. I don't care. Like, like, I'm not.
It's your livelihood, so you gotta,
like Gucci, Louis. I don't want that shit anymore.
Right.
Everything I'm about to say, this is what I do. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be in triple play with with the, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if I got to put on a Montclair shirt. It's going on in there, like.
So, all right, young successful black men, athletes, entertainers, always allowing, their financial advisors to make every decision with their money.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get to that stage, what step would you take when it comes to like managing your money? Is a financial advisor something you would consider?
I don't think so, bro. I just saw something crazy on the ground where the boy, his financial advisor, blew all his bread. He tried to blow their head off, and that would be me.
Yeah, that's some stuff. It was just on the radio. Charlie Berkeley was talking about it. Who was that? I forgot. It was an athlete.
I think boy played for the Celtics or something like that.
It was an athlete.
But no, ain't no way. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Was it Clinton Portis?
Yeah, Clinton Portis. It was Clinton Portis. Yeah. He said he was waiting outside his financial advisor's office with a gun, and his friend had to talk him out of it. He's laughing about the smoking, for sure.
Yeah.
He deserved to be smoked.
Yeah, you paying nobody bread like that.
I'm paying you money to make sure I got money, and you blow my bread.
But if you look at it, though, but you got certain people that may say that financial advisor is the way to go because they can put you on the right track to make money.
Learn from Mike Tyson and everybody else. Don't do it. I mean, they got to be, like, really, like, A1, bro.
Legit.
Like, because I ain't going to lie. You give me athlete bread, I might spend a little bit. He ain't going to. If I spend $20,000, he ain't going to notice. Look,
right.
James Harden's about to get, what, $228 million?
Right.
He not going to notice if I spend $50,000.
See, I check my account every day, and I'm poor, so I know it's gonna be 10 times more when I got M's. So it's like I'm gonna check my job every 15 seconds.
I mean, that's easy to say, but when you got it, you probably ain't worried about it. Like,
I need to know every penny.
See, I think you do need a financial advisor because you gotta think about it. They're just like the kids that's going into the NBA now. They like 18, 19.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm talking about
but like. You getting the M's, you don't really know what to do there. You gonna blow that joint for real.
Listen.
You need somebody that's well established that's gonna point you in the right direction before you blow that money. Cause I know it been a time where you came across a whole bunch of money and you blew it.
I feel like
you need somebody point you in the right direction.
I never came across a bunch of money and blew it because I always like how you spend money then you be broke. You be thinking like, damn.
I hate that feeling.
Like that's the worst feeling. So when I get money, I try holding that shit forever.
I feel like if you don't got a plan, if you don't have no plan, you're going to blow your bread. You got to have a plan. Just says get a financial advisor and audit them as well.
Yeah, see, that makes sense.
Listen, I agree with that, but let's say like you got somebody like Mike Tyson. He's dumb.
Right.
How do you audit them?
Right,
like,
yeah.
See, but you being dumb, you going to blow the money. That's why you need somebody pointing you in the right direction.
Man, I'd rather just
not smart enough. You're not smart enough.
I'd rather just keep running it up and not spending it. And then eventually,
like
to be honest, yeah. I mean, you gotta spend it though. You gotta spend your bread. If you don't spend your bread, they just gonna take it. So you gotta spend your money. But
see, me, I want to know what every cent is accounted for. Like, if I get to that stage and I have a financial advisor, we are having. If we not in the same city, we having Skype conversations. We FaceTiming every day for at least an hour. I want to know what every dollar in my account. Oh, somebody spent $15. Where that go? What was that about?
Even going with what y'all said, like with the the new people coming to the NBA, bro. Everybody that just signed to the Sixers, I'm in their DMs. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the city.
Need some cribs.
Let me tell you how to spend your money.
We got something else from
If
Just
you
Let's
make
Hear It.
$250K plus, you order every day you work with.
That makes
Everybody
sense
you work
too.
with. I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I'm just saying a lot, bro. Let's think about like LeBron, fresh out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Do he know how to order an advisor?
You got
Like, it's so many ways to finesse a young boy
LeBron
like
different
that.
though. He was ahead of his time because if he would have took that money from Adidas,
Right.
he wouldn't be at where he at now with damn near $1 billion contract with Nike.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If he took that, just coming out of high school and just straight jumped on and took that, what, 70 million Adidas offering him first,
Yeah.
or 90 million, something like that, he would have been in a whole different story. Who knows where he would have been at?
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Like,
That's why you
I'm
need somebody
snatching
point you in the right direction.
it. Yeah.
But I thought he had a financial advisor. That probably was just like he had a plan. Like he knew,
Bro,
like
when I
was
lived in
doing.
Cleveland, I've been to his office. His office is so like chill and regular, bro. It looked like this, like it's so chill and regular.
Right.
But you just know that the money is there, like,
Right.
and it's like I met his man. Like I guess I forgot his name, like his main man. He like runs everything. Like his
All
like,
his best
you know what I'm saying?
friends
You
is
put-
like
I mean, saying
position.
like I would rather like, all right, I got this bread, damn fast and buck. I'm sending y'all to school for this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to make this in a couple years. I need y'all to be sharp.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I do. Something like that. Put my niggas on.
So I know some
Maverick
Just-
Carter. Yeah, that's his name. That's his name. Maverick Carter.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Why do you think there's not too many black owners?
And what?
Like period.
In
Far
real
as-
estate?
See, me, period, while there's not so many black owners because we don't support each other.
That's a big fact.
We don't support one another. Like, we don't bring one another. Just think about it. Us, when it comes to us, we start from the bottom up.
Mhm.
It's always us starting from the bottom up. Just like you.
Right.
You grinded for all this. You started from the bottom up.
Right.
Now just think about like the Chinese, the Asians. It's all in the family.
Yeah.
And you even see the kids even working behind the counter.
Right.
They keep it all in the family.
Right.
See,
And it's even like us. We might have a family support, but we not all the way there like that.
Right,
Because
so
we
see
always
that-
gotta start from the bottom up. It's never like really in the family. Us as black people, we always start from the bottom with everything.
right. See, this is how I look at it. Like, you got some people that's happy. Like let's say I get on. I'm saying we still cool, but some people is happy with where you are at in their life. You know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
like they like being head honcho, number one, got everything. So
Right.
they don't want to help you because you might still
You might pass them.
You might pass them still the
Yeah.
limelight. They like that limelight. They need that. You know what I'm saying, they feed off of that. So that's why they don't want to help you. You know what I'm saying? Or you got some people that just plain old selfish, like, you know what I'm saying, like they don't want to help you just because, like, no, I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying?
And I come back to the point where we don't support one
Right,
another. We
they
don't
do.
support each other.
And then another thing for us is like, even for me, like on Father's Day, I made a little post about my step pop and everybody, but like a lot of us we don't have a solid foundation. Like,
Right.
To be honest, like I was giving dirt and mud. So you know what I'm saying, before, like I say I was broke in 2016, I looked at 2016 as kind of building the foundation to start building. You know what I'm saying? So we basically just a step behind, like, you know what I'm saying? And then another thing I think it is like a lot of black, like, I'm not saying like we should be like racist or whatever, but a lot of black people like to get on and
Never come back.
and never come back,
Where
or
they
kind
came
of
from.
stick to themselves. Or then you got some black people where I think the biggest problem is a lot of people, like, we share our secrets with everybody. You know what I'm saying, like there's no way I'm going to 22nd and Sedgley to barbecue town and I see Chinese people making fried chicken, candy, and macaroni and cheese. Like, that should have been a recipe that stick with us.
Right.
Like, why is they making our food? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
some stuff you gotta keep. You know
Right.
what
My
I'm saying?
grandma always tell me you can block your blessings from talking too much.
Exactly. And I ain't gonna lie, my mom told me the same thing, and I'm peeping it now. Like, it's a
Yeah.
couple deals in real estate I was supposed to make happen, but I
Oh.
got so pre-hype about it. I feel like then they fall through, and I'm like, damn, because I run in my mouth.
It seemed like when you look forward to something the most and you anticipate, it never happens that
Right.
way. It's like, but when you like let it come to you,
Yeah.
it like shit happens genuinely.
So I really think like a lot of stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, like, let's say we learn something about Bitcoins, right?
Yeah.
We learn about Bitcoins. That's something we keep in a group message, and then we keep it with the family, like
Right.
basically how Jay-Z said in his joint.
Keep the family.
Your seed, marry his seed. Like, you gotta keep all that in the pot, because
It's a
once
legacy. Yeah.
once you like, all right, I get cool with somebody that's, I say they Asian, you know what I'm saying, I'm telling them the secret, and he run off and outdo my John. He making bread. Like,
Yeah.
oh, bro, this was me. Like, you ain't even bring me in. You got all these other people in this John. like some stuff you really just gotta kind of keep to yourself and just grind. Like, I'm not saying be selfish with your brother, but some people gotta be selfish. But like, I'd rather show Jamar Cox before I go show whoever.
Right? I
You know
get what you're saying.
Like,
And that's why I say keep it in the family,
Yeah.
and we don't do that enough. Us as black people, like I said, you see the Asians, they got their kid that's like 8 years old working behind the counter for
Yeah.
real, for real.
And
And keep it in the
Too,
family.
another thing I seen too, it was a post going along, and they was like on Instagram a couple of days ago, and they was talking about how. Like when black kids turn 18, our parents force us to get out.
Bro, can I speak on that real quick, bro? Now, some people think that's wrong, right?
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't think it's wrong. Like my situation, my mom ain't had the bread, and I was making some money, so I had to provide. And I was like 17, bro. And the way I look at it is, we black, we African, whatever. A lot of them African tribes, once you hit a certain age, if you're a girl, you go gather and cook and whatever. Right. You a guy, you go hunt. So now you of age, it's time to hunt.
Right.
Go get your bread, and you got to bring it back to the tribe, and we going to eat. You know what I'm saying? And it just build character. Like, a lot of them people who ain't had to pay nothing right now, they lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your mom might say, go to school and da-da-da. You got a 4.0. You know what I'm saying? You feeling yourself. Your parents had bread. Now you of age. They like, well, I'm not going to keep paying for everything. Now you got this 4.0 in a college degree and don't know nothing, can't do shit.
And speaking of that, another thing is us. We don't have the knowledge.
Yeah.
We don't have the knowledge. That's why, like, most of the time when we are starting our own business, within 1 to 3 years, it fails.
But a lot of people, they choose not to go get that knowledge though.
Yeah,
that, like,
you ever heard the phrase, "You want to hide something from a nigga, put in a book"?
Yeah, that's
Read
real
a
shit.
book.
That's real shit.
The
knowledge is free. Like you said, everything you learned was from where? It was free.
Everything
was free.
Everything I learned was from
free.
Google, bro. And I ain't.
You got to willing to put in the
I went
work.
on Google and everything. I paid for like maybe 2 things. You know what I'm saying, like, boy, Cody Sperber, he like the wholesale king. He got like this little platforms. I bought that. I basically took his stuff and raked the hell out of it when I needed to, put my own twist to it, and that's really where my contract came from. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you really, if you want it, you gotta go get it. Like, bro, Google bro, you can sit on the toilet. Like, some people sit and take a shit
on your phone all day anyway. You feel what I'm saying?
Like, you need to take a shit and Google something that's going to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's real shit.
That's it. And then there's there's books everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might not feel like reading. Like, you might be laying down. Most people lay down before they go see they on Instagram. Put the phone down. Say I'm gonna read half a chapter. I'm gonna read 3 pages before you know you done read a whole chapter.
See, I'm a listener, dude. I got like a lot of audio books. Right. Like I know if I start reading, reading make me sleepy. So I gotta listen to all my books. So I do the same. I'll be on Instagram, but at the same time, I'm gaining knowledge. I'm retaining information that I need to know.
That's another. I used to be on like the gram listening to shit, but it's like I be so like I gotta focus. You know what I'm saying, I can't be on a gram. Like, a lot of times I got this, like, you know, like there's a lot of little areas and shit in the city where I just drive to, sit there, play some, and just fall back. Like, my one little spot, you know how you going through the park, if you keep going straight, you gonna hit a dead end, little horses and all that shit, bro. I would park there and just zone out. Like, I put on.
Had a lot of fun in them type spots.
Man, cut
that. A lot of fun in them spots, man. Shout out to Kelly Drive, man.
Yeah, you right about that, man. Definitely right about that.
But no, basically I go there, I might put on a little podcast and fall back.
Yeah. I just feel like what our culture, our biggest problem is the information is there. We just choose not to go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Or we get it and we don't apply
it. At the same time, we don't have the resources, man.
No, we do got the resources.
We don't got as much resources.
Me as a black man,
but just think about us in public schools,
bro. Like, me as a black man, I can say,
we ain't really got the resources, man.
I'm not gonna speak. I'm not gonna say everyone. A lot of us are lazy, bro. A lot of us are lazy.
You can say that about the public schools, but my whole thing is, a lot of us know them public schools fucked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But your kids got to go. So you can let your kids go to that school, let them learn.
But
I blame the
think
parents
about
for
a public school from a private school.
Listen, even I went to private school, right? You learn that much more. At the end of the day, when you leave, you come home, if you ain't engaging with your kids and showing them something different, they not going to know shit. We know them schools fucked up. So when they come home, get them a book. You know what I'm saying? Get them something. Let them learn something different, bro. Like everybody, the schools don't teach us about black history. So, buy a book.
You do it.
Do it yourself.
Gary, you ever heard of Gary
Like,
V?
stop watching Love and Hip Hop and show your kids something.
You ever heard of Gary? You heard of Gary V, right? Gary
Yeah.
Vaynerchuk. You
Yeah.
heard of Gary V?
Yeah.
All right. So Gary V advice, he said one of the biggest things I ever learned from Bull was he said, yeah, if you work a 9 to 5, it's not about what you do at a 9 to 5. It's what you do after
5
that.
to 9.
It's what you do after that from when you get up to work. So that's on you. If you don't apply yourself after your full-time job to get out of that full-time job, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. You get what I'm saying? You can't be like, if you don't put the work in to get them results, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself, because all the information is out there. It's easy to get. So it's like you can't blame anybody. You can't blame the schools. You can't blame, because the internet, with the age that we in with media, it's all out there for you to go find, and it's easy access. So it's like if you not getting the access because you choosing not to, bro. Like the school systems is messed up. I agree with that. But now, now that we're parents, we have the right to educate our kids in that stuff that they're not teaching. We know they're not teaching that shit, so it's on us to teach our kids that. It's on us to teach our kids about credit.
And that make it more hard for us, where we gotta put, not saying that we shouldn't do it, but that make it more hard on us where we gotta put in that extra mile compared to in other situations, in other school districts or in
listen,
private
bro.
schools where they don't gotta put in the extra
Yeah,
mile.
but listen.
It's easy. Hold up,
That's
talk
called
about.
parenting to
Talk
me
about.
at the end of the day.
It's
You give it
easy
1
saying
hour.
that. No, listen.
Give-
It's
give-
easy
give it
saying
1
that
hour.
though.
Give it
But
1
you don't
hour.
know what's going on in everybody's life. It's easy.
I
It's
agree.
easy to say, all right, well, you should put in that extra effort. But you don't know if that parent working 12 hours a day, just like you said you do.
How bad
So
do you
how-
want it, bro?
So,
It's
so
all
you
this.
go
How bad do you
12
want
hours a
it?
day. Then you gotta make sure your kids
from
washed up. You
LeVar
gotta make
Ball,
sure
yo.
your kids eat. It's a lot of stuff that block you from putting in that extra effort.
listen,
How
We
bad
don't
do you
have.
want
We
it,
don't.
bro? So how bad do you
Listen,
want it, bro?
Listen.
We
All right,
don't
listen,
have the
listen, you
resources.
see, I got my young boy with me, right? I got my young.
We don't have the resources like that.
I got my young boy with me. You see, I keep him with me all the time, and it's just like he'd have been in some fucked up cribs,
Right.
all that. And I'm just showing, I'm not showing him exactly what's going with the cribs,
Yeah.
but I'm just showing him like, listen, you gotta grind, you gotta work.
Right.
He played football. He a quarterback, starting quarterback, MVP, all that. So I take him to the field. We gonna go running. You're the quarterback. You run in front of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Like
lead by example,
When
right.
you want to give up, I put the video on the gram. Like, no, you ain't giving up. Giving up is too easy.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta, even if it's 7 days in a week. You know what I'm saying? You can take an hour or 2 hours with your kid and just show them something different. They gonna, whatever it is, they're gonna stick to it. Like, you can really give your kids a book on African history and say, on Saturday mornings we're gonna wake up early. I'm gonna read you something about somebody else.
Even if it's a couple
black,
pages.
A black invention, or I'm gonna teach you about the air conditioner.
Right.
Bro, think about air conditioner was made by a black man. I wonder how many black companies is producing air conditioners right now.
None.
It don't make no sense.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of
I for back to what you were saying, Buck. Like, I feel you saying the 12 hours and all that. Like, my mindset with that is, like, I had that mindset too. I had that mindset too.
Then what
Sometimes
about
I
if
still
you
be-
then you dealing with arguments and stuff
Yeah,
at home?
I feel what you're
like,
saying,
it's
bro.
a lot
Listen,
of barriers
I feel
that
what
come
you're
into
saying,
that.
bro, but it all depends on how bad do you want it. Like, do you want to deal with this part of your life forever? Is this something you want to
Yo,
deal with forever,
you know-
or you want to try to make a change to get out of that and escape from
you
that?
know, kids learn the most between like the ages of like 1 to 5. I'm pretty sure you said you can say shit real quick in front of your daughter.
My
shit.
daughter a sponge.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
So, like, right now is the perfect time to teach your kids.
Exactly.
Like, teach them, bro, they can learn a new language right now in months.
Right.
Easy. Like, they sponges right. That's why, like, y'all see on the gram, I always got these kids with me. Not just because I want to flex for the gram, but
Right.
in my head, it's like, yo, like, this my...
That's
this,
the future.
This my real family.
It's the
You know
future,
what I'm
too,
saying?
at the
If
end
I
of the
take
day.
care of them now, they good. In my head, when I was in school, niggas was 11 selling weed.
Right.
He 9 right now. That means I need to tighten up because
Right.
he could turn 11, feel like I don't want to look like this no more, and start selling weed.
Take the easy way out.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to have that for my family. Like, I need to get my shit together so they can have their shit together. Like, I'd rather be their foundation, especially.
Generational wealth.
Yeah.
Spoke about that numerous of times, but you motherfuckers only listen when Jay-Z. I'm really pissed off about that. I'm
Not
really
me,
pissed off
not me. I
about
feel
that,
like
dog.
it came- I feel
I've
like-
been speaking
Bro,
about
I
that
feel
shit
like
for
it
the
came at
longest,
I feel like
yo.
it came at a great time.
It did come at a good ass
You know what
time
I'm
because he got people that want to rap again,
And
and
he
two,
went platinum less than
it's
a
really
week.
waking people up. It's really waking
Yeah.
people up.
Like, bro, I played that shit so much to the point I damn near got tired of it. I was falling asleep listening to it.
Yeah.
Like the joint with Family Feud and Legacy,
Yeah.
that's my shit. And the OJ joint, he killed OJ. Oh my god.
He bodied that album. It's
Oh
on
my
Apple
god.
Music. I
I'm
mean,
not black. I'm OJ. Oh, okay. He
Yeah.
killed-
a lot of people don't even know OJ really said that. Though.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand.
Yeah, when all that Rodney King shit was
Yeah.
going on, OJ retarded. Now he wants
Yeah.
to look at Tiger. Like, you know what what I'm saying? You left us. Don't stay over there, my guy.
You brought up you attempted to bring up LeVar Ball. Do you think that
I love that.
yeah,
bro.
that's
I don't care.
I respect LeVar 100%, and I respect him 10 times more because he recently just came out and said that everything I do is all marketing. It's all it's all fake. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all
wrestling.
marketing.
Yo, if you look at his picture from wrestling, bro, he got his son sitting there. They got all their brands
the whole
on.
brand on. He just introduced 40 million people. Big Baller Brand. You get what I'm saying? Just by being on WWE.
Like,
do you think that that's the mold every parent should follow?
Yes. Listen, if you be looking at like a lot of fathers, like think about.
I totally disagree with you, by the way. But go ahead.
Well, let's not go.
Listen,
go ahead. We'll get to that.
Look at a lot of like. All right, let's say us for example. When you deal with a girl that have her or had her dad in her life, it's a lot different from a girl that didn't.
For sure.
You look at thing about
100%.
Football players and shit. What's his name from the Eagles that went to the Redskins?
DJ
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
Deshaun Jackson had his pop in his life, and look what when you see his story, bro. He had his pop was on his ass with the football shit.
Yeah.
Like the parents really play a major part, especially when you got both, where you got that father figure to kind of do it differently. Like somebody just said on the gram the other day, I want my son without the baby dad. I wrote it back. How you gonna make him a man? How you gonna raise him to be a man? You cannot.
Right.
It's not happening. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I just think I understand what he's doing, but I just think he could go about it a different way.
I love
Like he's making like a lot of enemies at the same time that he's doing that, and to be in that type of business and like to be selling, you need connections. It's all about connections at the end of the
making
day.
enemies. His son's is quiet.
Yeah, but he
humble.
and at the same
Listen,
time, but
he
just
ain't
think
making no
about
enemies
it.
because
But just think
Big
about it.
Baller Brand
Everybody.
is
A lot of
growing,
people
bro.
want
It's
his sons
growing.
to fail.
Nobody wanted
like
to fail. A lot of people
bad.
don't want to
No,
fail,
a
bro.
lot of people
Listen.
want his sons to fail
But listen,
bad.
bro, listen.
He spoke everything
Like,
into
A
fruition,
lot of people
bro.
wanted
You gotta
Jay-Z
respect
to
it, bro.
fail.
Not really. He could go about it a different way. He's making
How?
a lot of enemies at the same time.
'Cause he
like
loud?
the disrespect that he do. Like
Yo, who is
Listen,
disrespect?
nobody
He
here to
speak
make
his
friends.
mind, bro.
Nobody here to make friends.
He
here
just
to make
trying to build
money.
the brand, make the brand
You know what
strong.
I'm
That's it.
saying?
He don't give a fuck about none of them.
and to be honest, I don't think his brand is going to do that good.
You can't. How?
don't.
Listen, when the Lonzo debut game, who are the commentators talking about? LeVar Ball. Lonzo's about to play. The son about to play his first game, but they're talking about it.
It's
It don't
all
matter.
negativity.
It don't matter. If
It
you're
do
talking,
all eyes
matter.
on
you're
his son
talking
right
about
now.
him, bro. If you're talking about him, you're talking. If you mention LeVar Ball, you gotta
mention his
mention
brand.
Big Baller Brand, bro.
Got to.
It's the
And-
one you can't mention one without the other. So as long as people talking about it, they're gonna hear about Big Baller Brand.
So his pop tripping, right? Then they talking about his son. They gonna put the damn camera on his son. What is his son gonna be wearing?
A Lakers jersey, Big Baller Brand,
Big Baller Brand.
Triple B's everywhere.
Damn.
You gonna see that. I got a Big Baller Brand shirt on the way. Stay in your
drawn.
lane. I
You're
got
drawn.
that joint on the way. I support all bad
you,
business.
you go ahead and support it.
Yeah, I support everybody. Yeah,
How much
everybody-
was it?
everybody looking $40.
Oh, all right, that's not bad.
$40 t-shirt. I support everybody like
It
me.
better
man.
not be a jersey T-shirt. You need a
No,
good
no.
quality
Just
joint.
say stay in your lane. I just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
All right, but I know we got to wrap it up. Can I just say one thing?
Yeah, what?
I say, you know what I'm saying? Well, how long we been cool since like '09?
Yeah.
A lot of things have not changed. Buck knuckles are still ass.
It is what it is. I ain't putting no lotion on.
We
man.
know. Even when you put lotion, they still be ashy.
Buck came in the building, face straight out of her ass. That's what he did.
Like, possibly.
He got some weave on the back of his neck. I've been staring at the whole time. Like,
Yeah, some things don't change, man.
Hold up. But, like, all right, like, in the position that you in now, do you think, all right, graduating college, do you think, and not finding a job in your field, graduating college and not finding a
that's the crazy part. I found one. Like, when I graduated December, I started working February in my field. It's just still, the bread don't add up.
Yeah, working for
Like,
somebody. is
bro,
never
it
the
don't
plan.
add up. And I'm telling you, if my kids don't want to go to college to be a lawyer, doctor, or engineer, you're not going. We can run this back when I have them. You're not going. I don't care who the mom is. She can rumble me. They're not going, because it's like you can make so much more being your own boss. What thing that my son got cookies? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
dog, if you put in your kid's mind, oh, you go to school, you get a job, and you retire, you work for somebody. No,
The rat race all over
bro.
again.
Like,
That's all
listen,
you
like
doing.
I said, what I made the past 3 months is blowing what I was making at my job out the fucking water. Like, if I keep going hard, no bullshit. But if I keep grinding like this, by this time next year, I can make a cool $100,000. Easy, because like,
and you gonna put the work into
I
it.
can do 10 cribs and make $100,000. So far, I'm at 4. I'm at 4 cribs. Now, I haven't made $10,000 off each crib, but
Right.
I'm just saying, like, it's there, bro. Like all you gotta do,
Sky's the limit.
If you teach your kids to go work for somebody else and make that money, that's what they're gonna do.
So, but all right. So saying that, so you think college is a scam?
Yes, it's a hustle. It's a hustle, and I respect it.
I agree. I've
They
been
hustle
saying
the
that
shit
shit
out of
me.
episode one.
Listen,
College.
somebody said, what's the craziest thing you ever did to get money? My answer was I went to college.
Yeah, right. That's real
Crazy,
shit.
like what? Like, it
I
don't
never
make
thought
sense,
about it like
bro.
that.
Listen, I was on the phone with the lady. She told me my loans is increasing interest $5 a day. I pay $50 a month. I said, Miss, no, this don't make no sense. What you just told me. I can pay $50 a month, but it's gonna increase $5 a day. That don't make no sense. But in my mind, the way I look at my loans is, I owe like 34, 35 grand. I could flip one crib and pay that off. So I'm like, whatever. Most investors are making between 30 to 30 plus off each crib you flip. So it's whatever.
Yeah, I agree. I also think college is a scam. It's in some.
There's no jobs out here. Like you can like, there's no jobs out here that you can get, and you got the
And
degree, but the job ain't there. Like either you gonna go work at Walmart, or you gonna create the
Because I
job
know
yourself.
you know people that you graduated with that went back to their regular job. That
Yes.
like the
Yeah,
Walmart
real shit,
or like
Best
the
Buy,
Target.
some shit like
You know what I'm
that.
saying? Bro, even at my job, I'm working with people who did not go to college. How are you making the same money as
Money,
I
yeah,
am?
we shouldn't even be in. We should be in a whole nother bracket.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
I'm saying, and then
That's real shit.
it just didn't make sense. Like, why are you here? Like, why are we both here together?
Right.
Right,
didn't
like,
go to
why am I
school.
not like way ahead of you?
Right.
Like,
That's real
And
shit.
then you get a lot of places where, like I said,
your boss probably don't have a degree or nothing.
no, my boss went to the Navy. That's why he got that job. No degree. You
It's
know
all
what I'm
about
saying?
who you know, man.
But
Not
it's
what
all-
you
It's
know.
all about
Who you know.
connections
Yeah,
in
who
this
you
world.
know.
It's all about
and then,
connections.
like, my
Who you know.
boss wasn't that old. Like everybody that was, I didn't say, I never called him my boss. My manager, like a lot of them wasn't that older than me. You know what I'm saying? So they make okay money. They not going nowhere.
Right.
For at least 10 years.
Right.
Like they good. So that means I gotta have the same position for 10 years.
You
Because
know?
I can't get your position. You're not going nowhere.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And they used to tell me, oh man, you give no effort. I don't give a fuck. It's not my job. It's not my business.
Yeah, I do what I want.
You
In
know
my
what I'm saying?
job.
Like when it comes to my shit, I'm giving 100%. I'm not lying. I'm lying. I feel like I have yet to give 100% to anything in my life. To be honest, like I do a lot of thinking in the shower. School never give 100%.
Facts.
Relationships never give 100%. My business, I have yet to give 100%. Now I've been giving a lot more.
I feel the same way
I'm
about
saying,
this
but
podcast,
I
bro.
never gave 100% to nothing in my life. I'm at the point now with my business. I'm flirting with like 75,
Right.
and I see a difference. And the only reason I'm flirting is because it'd be hard to get up in the morning. I know
I feel
people.
you.
Like I'm saying, I might be listening. I know people be up earlier than me out here grinding, but I'd be tired.
Nigga, I'm up 5:30 every day.
You know what I'm saying?
Get to work, I'm up
Same
5:30
here.
every
I
day.
feel like once
You know what I mean?
once you hit the point where you're able to give 100% in your life, shit gonna change.
That's real shit. I just was having a conversation with Buck right after we left the studio the other day. I'm like, yo, we gotta get 100 more percent. Like we gotta go harder, bro. Like it's no way we shouldn't be where other people are at. Like I'm saying,
Yeah.
because we got the talent to do so.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
you can't rush to home to watch Power
Yeah,
on Sunday because like them niggas got that money already. They already up.
Right.
You're not up.
Right.
You don't have the time, the luxury to watch that TV show. You need to figure out when you can watch it, but it ain't right now. You need to be grinding.
That's why
We
I'm a
need to
free.
get to that point.
That's in the free time. Like
Yeah.
I'm finding other ways to critique the
Free
podcast
time,
and make
not
it better.
free.
Like
Yeah.
it's either I'm trying to figure out ways to make Politicking as usual a better podcast and a better platform, or I'm trying to find other ways to make lucrative income.
Yeah,
That's
free
all
time
I spend
not
all my
free.
spare time
Free
doing.
time not free. That's gonna cost you.
Yeah,
You
for
think it's
sure.
free, but it's gonna cost you.
Hey
Like,
man, this was a good ass
Yeah, this
conversation.
was a great episode.
We needed a
man.
breath of fresh air from all the fucking ratchet
All the
shit we always
ratchetness.
talking about.
I think a lot of problem people think that being financially stable is like an older person. You gotta be like 40, 50. No.
Let's start early.
I'm trying to be like
Let's
30.
start early.
chilling.
When I'm 35. I'm trying to be cool.
I'm thinking
cool.
30.
I
That
got
mean
10 more years. I'm
4
trying to be
years.
cool.
I'm grinding. I'm trying to be
That sound
chilling.
about right.
Yeah.
I
I'm talking
mean,
about-
on the
I'm-
island with your feet up.
We always say that, man. In a couple of years, we're gonna see who really was putting the work in, and who
Yeah,
really was just
who
tweeting
just
about
putting
it.
it
You
on
know what I'm saying?
Instagram,
Yeah,
putting the work
who
in,
really was grinding.
Right.
But I mean, we got my man Tom in the building. Episode 19. I think I'm gonna call this one Mogul Talk. I like the name of that. You know what I mean? But
Mogul talk.
Mogul Talk.
Mobile talk.
Mogul, man.
Mogul.
Like,
Yo, here you go. Shit no shade. You go buck, man.
hey, listen, no bullshit before you wrap it up. Y'all gotta watch Diddy, John, yo. The joint,
yeah, Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
Yo, that's like, yo, him and Jay-Z, I look up to them, dog. Like,
Yeah, for sure. That's black
they
excellence
hustle.
right there.
It's crazy, yo. And like when you watch Can't Stop, Won't Stop, when you see how much he put into it, it's like, bro,
We all got the same 24 hours.
it's like,
bro.
yo, relax a little bit, Diddy. Like, why you
Right.
so? And he like, I want it to be great. Like,
Right.
snapping on everybody. I'm like, I gotta get like that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Definitely check that out.
Hey, man, it's been cool. Episode 19.
And I got another event coming soon.
Yeah, we gonna get out your socials real quick. Yeah,
All right, my Instagram is real estate bully. That's all I use for real. I mean, I got my business joint is Montgomery Merritt Investments. That's on Instagram. But I use real estate bully the most. That's it, man. I mess with the gram. Everything else is just grind.
Make sure y'all follow Politicking as usual on Instagram, POLITICKING as usual on Instagram, and follow me Fats_215 on Twitter, man.
It's your boy Buck Chair again, you know, BUCK_CHEA. Politicking as usual, man. We making moves out here.
Yeah, we out here, man.
We want to say thank you for the continued support, man. Continue to keep rocking out with us, man. We're going to keep trying to give y'all great
Let's
shows.
support each other,
You know
man.
what I mean? Support the
each
culture
other.
and let's keep it moving,
For
man.
sure.
Episode 19, Politicking as usual. We out.
We out.